Hey, if you're looking for a free workout tracker app, you found the right video. I'm Justin, the owner of PumpPal, and I made this app to help you track your workouts and progress over time. If you want to check out the app, just go ahead and go to your app store, look for PumpPal Physical Activity Logs. You can follow along with this video to kind of learn how it works, or maybe follow along with the video for now and see if you want it. Either way, I'm going to kind of explain what's available to you in this app. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in learning more about the app as it develops more options or features, like and subscribe also. Otherwise, let's get started. Once you download the app from the App Store and you register and log in, you're going to be presented with this screen here. And this is your plan screen. This is the main screen you're going to be at most of the time. And this is your plans for the week. The way it's designed is it's by the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you plan your week and you repeat that week until you decide to change your plan up. If you want to add a new plan on the top right, you hit the plus button, and it allows you to add a new plan. Right, pretty straightforward part here. You add, you add in your plan name, what day of the week you're going to do it, and hit add plan. Then it should bring you back to this screen. One of the unique features of PumpPal that is free to use and is paid on most apps, if you click that begin here, let's build your plan button, the bottom in bright red, it'll bring you to a plan builder that's pretty sophisticated. And it'll ask you like, well, what's your fitness level? Maybe you're not, someone that's lifted weights before, so you want to select beginner. Or maybe you're someone that's like, did it for a couple weeks, then fell off, and did it for a couple weeks, fell off. You're probably still in the beginner category. You just want to select beginner. If you've been consistently lifting and exercising for about, a couple years, you're probably intermediate. And then more than that, you are advanced, right? Then you select how many days a week you plan to work out. So select how many days you want to work out, and then hit next. Then you'll be asked what your primary goal is. Either trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain weight. Maybe you just want general health, so you're not really trying to lose or gain. You're just trying to maintain what you have and stay healthy. You just kind of choose your goal here, and it'll decide on the plan you're going to have. Then you want to click next. Oh, wrong one. There you go. All right, and then it's going to ask you if you have access to a gym. Not everyone has access to a gym. You may be someone that wants to get in shape and you want to work out at home. There's the home option. Or maybe you want to just stick to the outdoors. And then the outdoors options there's too. Kind of choose what you want to do and then click next. Then you'll be presented with 3 separate plans depending on what you choose. Lose weight, lose weight, beginner, at home. It's going to have different plans depending on what you chose, right? In this case, I believe, if I remember, I chose lose weight, access to a gym, work out 3 days a week, right? And then it gives me 3 options to choose from. You get the full body gym, so I'm going to be working out my full body 3 days a week at the gym. I can select that one, and it'll set up a plan for you. If you want to use just machines at the gym, this plan is focusing on just machines. And then the bottom plan will be dumbbell only. So you'll still go to the gym, still work out your full body, but you're only using dumbbells, right? Select what you want, and it'll generate the plans. And on your plan screen, you then will have those plans, and you can get started like right away. Cool feature. Most apps make you pay for that feature. This one does not. Another cool feature of PumpPal is we have measurements, right? If we go into here and select this, no other apps really have this here, not quite like we have it. And this allows you to track your measurements over time. This is really great if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, because the scale doesn't always say exactly what's going on with your body. You might be frustrated because you're trying to lose weight in one week, you didn't lose any weight and you don't know why. But then your measurements might show a different number. Maybe your arms got bigger. Maybe your chest got bigger. Maybe your thighs got bigger. So that would indicate that you got some muscles, like a body recomposition. Definitely check this out. If you're not sure how to check out your how to measure, right? If you click on the top, we have the tips, tools, and recommendations. It goes through the whole thing: when to measure, how to measure, what tools you can get if you want to measure accurately. Everything you need to know specific to this will be in tips, tools, and recommendations. If you're not sure where to measure, on the top here we have show measurement picture. You click that, and it will show you a diagram of where you can measure and where we're talking about you want to measure. So if you're lost on that, um, click that, and you should be able to see where you can measure, right? Another cool thing with measurements is, okay, so let's say we have our first measurement here. It always remembers the first measurement you made. You can't delete it at all. Only thing you can do is edit it, just in case you messed up on your measurements and you got to add the measurement, right? So that's cool. So it'll remember your first measurement, and then over time, like let's say you get another measurement, right? And you've been measuring for 3 months. If you click this compare button right to the left of the plus button, you then can compare your measurements over time. So it'll take your most current measurements and it'll compare it against your first measurements, right? So you then will have, your weight change, your body fat percentage change, um, so on and so forth. So this helps you really see what's going on. Like I said, if maybe you're trying to lose weight and you gained a pound for some reason, you don't know why, but then you notice that like your chest and your arms got bigger, or things you want to get bigger if you're trying to lift weights and work out. You want your arms bigger, you want your shoulders bigger, you want your chest to get bigger, you want your quads to get bigger. So you might even gain weight or maybe stay the same. This will show you a bit more of what's going on than just say, scale says same weight, scale says went up in weight, right? This allows you to track more of what's going on with your body than just the scale alone. Also cool to PumpPal is progress photos. Once again, going on the same premises of measurements, the scale doesn't always say the same thing or tell you exactly what's going on with your body. This is another feature in here where you can track your progress over time to see what's going on with your body. If you're not sure how to take progress photos, on the top, once again, we have tips, tools, and recommendations. It'll go through in the best time of the day to do it, how to consistently do it, how often you should do it, which tools are available to you to take these progress photos. Give it a look, give it a gander if you're not sure. Even if you think you know, go through it because you might not know something that's in there, right? But essentially what this does is get a collection of your progress photos. It collects your front, your side, and the back of your body. If you already have some progress photos started, you can upload them into the app with the plus button on the top right. If you don't have any yet, you can simply take one on the fly by hitting the camera button in the top right, and that'll pull up your camera and import it into the app when you take the picture. But if you want to, once again, just like the measurements, compare your progress photos, it always remembers your first front shot, your first back shot, and your first side shot. And then when you get to time, once again, you can compare these, right? So you hit the compare button, and it'll bring up a screen like this. And you got the oldest one compared to your newest one. You can see side by side, easily seeing if there's any changes or not. Generally, with these ones, you want to wait like at least 2 weeks before you actually take another picture because you want to make sure you have enough time for those changes to happen. But I do it weekly myself personally. You can go ahead and check it out, right? You can see the side view, compare them, and you can compare your back. Cool feature, unique to PumpPal. Check it out. Free to use within the app. You can go ahead and check that out and track your real progress. Another unique feature to PumpPal is your reasons. Select here. What is your reasons? Your reasons are the reasons why you're doing this in the first place. Maybe you have health issues and your doctor's recommending you lose some weight or get in better shape. Maybe you want to start dating again and get in better shape and look better. Maybe you want to, there's a million reasons why you should work out. For your personal reasons and in general health reasons. Essentially, you want to write your reasons down, get them inside here. If you're not sure which reasons to use, we got a couple presets you can start with. If you hit the presets button, you got build strength, you can lose weight, improve your mental health, increase your energy, doctor's recommendations, be a role model for your family, perform better in sports if you play sports, gain confidence. I mean, that's just to get you started. But essentially, those days where you don't feel like doing it, or even if you're stuck on your diet and you're thinking about snacking, open your reasons, read your reasons again, and the reason why you're doing it, and it helps you stay motivated in going to the gym. So definitely when you first get started, get in there, check your reasons, get them added, get your first progress photos in there, get your first body measurements in there, and get started with the app, right? And of course, it does allow you to track your workouts here. Let's go back to the plan screen. If you're in the plan screen, you have now created your plans. You can then go into the exercise, right? You click your plan, it'll bring you to this screen, and here is your plan overview. It lets you know which exercises you're going to do, which order you're going to do them in, and just a general list of the exercises that you added. If you want to add a new exercise, you can hit the add exercise option. What's cool about PumpPal is we don't focus on just weight training. You can select the weight training, you can select body weight training, cardio, stretching and mobility, and it's going to add it to your list of exercises for that day. If you select weight training, it's only going to show you exercises that uses weights or resistance in general. I might even do some later on. I'm going to maybe do some resistance bands. I'll throw it maybe in weights, maybe in its own category, but that's a future thought. Body weight training will allow you to see exercises that only use your body weight. Push-ups, you got push-ups, Hindu push-ups, tricep or diamond push-ups. You know, legs raised push-ups. I mean, we'll have tons of stuff inside there for that, right? So that'll be primarily if you want to use your body weight. Of course, cardio is your running, your swimming, your cardio activities, right? Ellipticals, and it'll only show you those exercises. And then stretching and mobility will be, stretching and mobility training. Maybe you got to do stretch out after your workouts. But those options are there if you want to add different exercises in yourself, just so you're aware, right? And then once you're in the workout itself, or you go back to the screen and you click start workout, it'll begin the workout for you, right? And let me get to what it looks like on here. This part's pretty straightforward. I have a new feature I'm going to be adding here soon to this section. But right now it tracks your workouts. That's what it's intended to do, and that's what it does. You get started. It's the bench press. If you're not sure how to do the bench press, maybe you're new, you can click the instructions. It'll bring you to an instructions screen where it explains to you how to do the bench press or whatever workout it's on at that time. And then you simply just log your weight, and then how many reps you did. This number after that will be the 180 seconds is your rest time. And then this is your estimated one rep max. Don't take that to heart. Personally, sometimes you can do more, sometimes you can do less. It really depends. But it'll give you an estimate about how much you can lift. Oh my god, I got a burp. It'll give you an estimate about how much you can lift, and then you simply, once you're done, you hit save set. It'll then go through the rest timer, and then play a rest sound when you have to do your next set. And then it continues for each exercise in the list, and then it'll give you a workout summary in the end. Lots of cool features in PumpPal. A lot of apps don't have these features. I plan for more in the future. It has all the features I wanted added because I personally wanted to track these things. I personally feel like it helps. So I added these features to the app. One cool thing too that's going on right now, as I'm one developer and trying to get this app to grow, we have a special going on with lifetime access. If you wanted to purchase it, there's no ads once you have lifetime access. You're going to be grandfathered in for future features, and there's definitely future features coming, quite a few of them, and then you won't have to pay more for them. One-time payment of the $39.99. One-time payment of $39.99, and it's a great price for that. Most apps will charge you upwards of $150 for a lifetime access price, and this is only $39.99. So great deal on that. And then it also allows you to sync across your devices. So if you have like your phone and a tablet, you record your workout on your phone, it'll sync with your tablet, or your progress photos will sync with your tablet. But yeah, definitely check that out. Give it a food for thought. Every payment helps me have more time to work on this. make it better. I want to say the new features, but I also don't want my competition knowing about it. So I don't want to say in this video, but just know I have a list of things I'm going to be adding as time goes on, and you would automatically get these features. Other than that, I think I covered what I want to cover. Let me go back into here. I guess it doesn't matter, but definitely check it out if you're interested in it in the App Store. It's on both iOS and Android. If you want to see future updates and content like this about PumpPal, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as I'm going to keep working on this and keep trying to make it grow. Otherwise, I think I covered it, and you all have a good day. Have fun working out. Peace.